Okay, a word on activities naming. The activity ID is an important piece of data that you can use effectively to see what's going where. We are looking at an equipment assignment schedule that has been set up to where the WBS is a location, a geographic location. Like EEC is a place that has equipment. I'll expand this. FY16. Activities are actual machines. The resource assigned is a non-labor. Here, let's pick one. A non-labor resource represents a machine. The actual activity ID, I use the airport code for the location. In this case, it's EEC. When you first add the very first activity to this WBS, you need to rename the activity ID with the first three letters, in this case EEC, for what you want it to be. Every activity added after that will start with EEC and it will increment by 10. In this case, this is how it's set up to be an increment by 10. The reason to do that is when you track the location of a machine and you move it between base places on this schedule, you can see here previous location is EEC, which means it came out of FY15. Current location, which is a gimme, that's EEC, the current place it's at. More importantly, the next location, where it's planned to go. In this case, it will drop into EEC, FY17. As you can see, it's already populated. Here is another machine, a backhoe attachment. You can see its next location as an SRV. When you get used to dealing with airport codes, it's easy to pick them out. I can tell you that is a place called Stony River, STA01. So we'll go down here to Stony River and expand it out. STA01 came from EEC, current location Stony River. ST04, idle, Anchorage to Stony River. It's a good view to be able to tell what is going where. This is done by using your relationships. As you can see, the predecessor being idle Anchorage here is right here. This column, previous location, is simply a renamed column of predecessor. We can look at the columns so you can see the renaming. Name them so they make sense. Previous location, the actual column name is predecessors. Current location is actually the activity ID. And the next location is obviously the successors off your relationships tabs. So you can effectively use activity IDs to give you insight into information like this. In reports, it's easier to keep track of information you're trying to get, in this case for location-based items. And the layout, of course, is just a layout that I've saved. So if we look at Alatna, I can tell you that this Honda is coming from a place called Shagluck, going to Alatna, and has not been assigned to a new location here after it's done.